was absolutely petrified. I had nowhere to turn, I had to protect my children, and I honestly thought I was going to die.
I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't go to bed without furniture jacked up against the bedroom door. I had to do something, or I was about to go under.
I felt like a non-person, not worth loving, and what was the point of being alive, really?
It is a fact that over 100 women are killed by their husbands or partners in Britain each year through acts of domestic violence. Today, Home Office statistics estimate 1 in 4 British women are now experiencing domestic violence from their partners or members of their family. Domestic violence, which is often a means to keep power and control over another person, has no boundaries and can happen to anyone regardless of gender, age, race, or sexuality.
I was just gone 16 when I realised that I was in an abusive relationship. I was completely controlled. I wasn't allowed to go out. I wasn't allowed to pick or buy my own clothes. The things that were going on were horrific. There was one occasion that was not very nice, when he locked me in a cupboard. I was stripped naked, wrapped up in parcel tape, and fed bread. Over the years, my ex-partner was getting more powerful and violent, and there's one night I would never forget when he called me upstairs to the bedroom. He picked me up and threw me on the bed and started punching from left to right and accusing me of seeing someone else. I remember the first 1 or 2 blows really hurt, but after that I was so numb that I could hardly feel anything. He eventually got off me and went to the toilet. I got up and picked up my nightie to wipe off all the blood from my face. I looked in the mirror and thought, oh my God. When he came back, he said, oh babes, as if he was sorry. Then he gave me a massive punch and walked downstairs. He then shouted for me to come down and see the kids before he finished me and my unborn baby off. I was so frightened I didn't know what to do. I walked downstairs and luckily I'd left the front door unbolted, so I made a run for it and called the police.
Anna's story is one of the worst incidents of domestic violence that I have dealt with. The injuries that she sustained on that day still stick out in my mind.
I had no choice but to call the police, but in the past when they came out, I was always too frightened to follow anything through.
On attending the incident involving Anna, I had to persuade her to make a complaint against the perpetrator. On this occasion, she was very courageous in doing so, a decision which has probably saved her life.
The police took me to a safe house, which is called a refuge, and the support we had from Women's Aid was absolutely brilliant. It was one of the happiest times of our life, helping us to recover from what we'd been through.
It's very difficult for a woman to go through the court process. I mean, they're very frightened for a start. However, what we can do as police officers now, our unit will keep constant contact with the woman throughout the whole procedure, updating her on dates and bail conditions. Then from that, when the actual trial comes, we'll arrange for victim support to be at the court with her and then make sure she's not on her own there. We also have special measures, and that can involve possibly a video link into the court so she doesn't have to be in the courtroom, or even screens which she can be shielded behind the screens from the actual assailant.